Assalamu guys, Ifan back again with another video, and this video is in response to a comment on YouTube for a video that I had done some time back. That video was about calculating shipping rates and the cost to ship a product, and the gentleman had asked that I do a follow-up video uh, in which the rates were transposed. Let me explain. This was the shipping cost sheet that we had used in the previous video. The names of the cities were in a row, and the weights of the packages were in the first column. Now, what the gentleman wanted was, what if the names of the cities were in this column, and the weights were in the row? So I guess that would be in this configuration. Instead of city B, C, D, and E being in this row here, we'll put them in a column. And these, the weights in kilograms, they're in a column, we'll put them in a row like this. And now the question is, how do we calculate the shipping rate for a specific city based on its rate? Now, as in the previous video, what we had done was up to 70 kilos, we use the minimum weight. Okay, so that's what this is, this row here. 70 kilo or less, you pay the minimum amount for for each city, the respective amount for each city. Now, when you cross from 70 and you go and your package is between 71 or equal kgs up to 250 kgs, you pay an additional amount for each additional kg. Now, if the weight of the package is from 251 to 500, there's a different additional charge. And as you see, they seem to be giving some discounts as the weight goes up. Kind of sort of like a volume discount. So that was the previous rate sheet, and this is the new one. And what we need to do is, this is the data entry sheet. We're putting the date, the destination, and the weight in kilos, and it should grab us the minimum rate, the additional charges, and the total charges. Okay, so let's get started. Now, here what we're going to do is we are going to make a couple of helper columns. First of all, what I'm going to do is, just to make it easier, this would be 70, this would be 71, and 251. I'm just taking the starting numbers. Okay, now if what we need to do is, if it's 70 or less, that will be this column. If it's between 71 till 250, it's going to be this column. So we need to figure out which column we are reading the value of. Okay, so if we say this is column 1, this would be column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, and column 6. All right, excuse me. So what we are going to do is we're going to make a cheat sheet here, and I'm just making a shortcut here. I'm just transposing these values so they come in column like this. Okay, so 70, 71, 251, 501, and 1001. Now, if it's 70, it is column 2. If it's 71, it's column 3. If it's 251, it's column 4. 501 is column 5. And 1001 onwards is column 6. All right. Okay. Now, let's first let's go back to the data entry. The first thing that we'll do is this destination. Let's make this into a drop down. Okay, so just makes the data entry a lot easier. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to highlight the whole thing, go to data validation, list, and the source is going to be here. All right, and you click on OK. So now what you can do is just pick off from the drop down. Okay. All right. Now let's assume this is city B, and let's assume the weight is 73 kilos. Okay. Now the first thing what we need to do is look at the minimum rate. Okay. So what is the minimum rate? So regardless of what this weight is, the minimum rate is still going to be a constant. So regardless of what the weight is, the minimum, this is the minimum. Okay. So this is the minimum that you have to pay as long as you are less than 70 or at 70. Anything, whenever you go above 70, you pay the additional amount. But this is the minimum that you have to pay. That's why it says the minimum amount. Okay. So what is the minimum amount? We will do a VLOOKUP, the city name, and we come here. These two columns, okay? Comma 2, comma false. I'm doing comma false because I want this to be an exact match. Okay. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around an if error. The reason why I'm doing this, wrapping this around an if error is if I were to copy and paste this formula here, what's going to happen is going to give me an error. Now, two ways to handle that is either you put this in an if statement, and if the city name is blank, then put a blank here or put a 0. Otherwise, go and grab the minimum rate. Or what you can do is wrap it in the if error, and it will essentially do the same thing. So whenever it cannot find the city name, it will give you an error. And because it will give you an error, the if error will kick in and handle the error. So let's just do it with if error. So if what that means is if there is no error, then evaluate this. If there is an error, put a 0. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this as a formula. All right. Now you see now I'm not getting the error. Now what are the additional charges? Now for city for 73 kg for city B, let's go back to the data rate sheet. City B 73 kgs. That means this would be the additional that you have to pay. All right. So basically what that means, that tells me is we are looking in column number 3. These are the column numbers. Okay. So this is column number 3. Now, if it was, say, for example, 255 kilos, we would be looking at this range here, and that would be column 4. So we need to figure out, we need to figure out what column number that we are grabbing it from. Okay, and that's where this will come in handy. So let's first see which column we are grabbing the additional charge from. Okay, so VLOOKUP, lookup value, oops, I'm sorry, the weightage, go back here, and I'm going to press F4 to lock this, comma 2, comma, this time I'm going to use true, because this time what I want to do is I want to do a approximate match. Now for 73 is more than 71 but less than 251, so anything between 71 up to 250 is going to be column number 3, and that's why we want to use the true function will be the approximate match. The moment it goes into 251, then it skips to the next line. Otherwise, it will stay in column number 3. Okay. So it's telling me the additional charge is 3 kilos per, per kilo additional. Okay. Now let's verify that. 7. No, I'm sorry. This is telling me this is the fourth. I'm sorry. This is the third column. Okay. Now what I need to do is use that to grab the additional charge. And what I will do is I will put another VLOOKUP. And I'm looking up the city. The table that I'll be using is this table. This is the index number, the columns, and this time I need the exact match. Enter. Now it's telling me city B gives you the additional, and the weight is 73 kg. You pay the additional $3.83 per additional kg over and above the 70 kg. So let's verify that if we are getting it right. City B, 73 kg would be in this range. That would be 383, and that's what we got. So that is your additional charge per additional kg. Okay, but that is just the additional charge. We need to figure out what it is per additional kg. So we need to, the additional kgs are 3. So we need to multiply this by the whatever is over and above 70. So what we do is we'll multiply this by 73 by this 70. Now what that means is the additional charge, what I've done is 73 by the 70, that gives you 3. That means 3 additional kg, you'll be paying 383. So 3 times 383, let me pull up a calculator here. Okay, so 3.83 into 3 gives me 1149. Okay, and that is what we got here. Okay, so now the total charge is going to be the minimum rate plus the additional charge. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and copy this down. I'll show you the trick here. Now we're getting this errors here also. That is because the city name is blank. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to write this also in an if error. Meaning if there is no error, evaluate this. If there is an error, I'll put a 0 there. Oops, sorry, that needs to be if error, and I need to put a. I open the bracket here and double 0 close bracket. Okay, and I'm going to copy this formula down here. The reason why I'm not just double clicking it and setting the formula down here, because these each alternate rows are color banded, so I don't want to get rid of the, I don't want to mess up the colors. So that's why I'm doing a copy paste as function. And what I'll do is I do not need to put a if error here, because this is if error and this if error takes care of any errors. So basically the total charge is this plus this. So if there is an error, this turns to 0. If there's an error, this turns to 0. So we don't need to put set that in the if error. Okay. Now let's try a different one. Let's manually calculate it, and then we'll go back and plug it in here and see if we get it right. Supposing the weight is 253 kg. Okay. What that would mean is the city is, let's see, D, city D. Okay. So there would be this row here. Okay. Now 253 kg would be, it's in this the range. So each addition would be 404. Okay, let me just plug in the color here so we know that's what we found. Okay, so city D and 253 meaning from 251 to 500, this is 4.04. Now let's come here, and the weight was 253. Okay, so let's go to the next slide, and I put in 253. Okay, now let's see if that's working out. Now 253, so 253, oops, sorry, is equal to 253 minus 250. Okay, because what we are doing is we are looking at, so it is going to be 253 minus 70, which is the middle, that gives you 183. Okay, now that 183 kilos, you pay an additional $4.04 per kilo. So let's multiply this by the additional weight, additional charge. That gives 739.32. Is that what we're getting here? 739.32 is the additional, and the minimum is 327.25. 327.25. Okay, so the grand total will be the additional charge plus the minimum charge. That gives you $1,066.57, which is exactly what you got here. So folks, that's how you would do the same process if you had the rates, the kilograms of the weight of the packages in a row, and the names of cities in a column. If you like this video, please kindly give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Thank you.